We ordered the pork soup dumplings, and at Steam you get 6 soup dumplings. So let's take a look and play around with these soup dumplings, see what they're like. As I lift them up, oh, I can already tell that this is actually really good. The skin over here is super thin. You see that? When I'm poking it, it's very baggy. Another good sign here is that you know how the top where the dough is pinched is not super thick, so it's actually a very good quality here. So I like the fact they don't make it too doughy. And when I lift this up, it seems like there's a lot of soup in here. It also seems like it's about to bust. So we're gonna take a look at the insides of this soup dumpling. Okay, now let's take a look at the actual soup dumpling. From what I can see, it's about 2 inches in diameter. So this is a fairly big soup dumpling. There's 6 of them, and let's poke the hole on the side of the soup dumpling. Let's see how much juice there is in the soup dumpling. And from what I can see, it's a clear soup, and there seems to be a lot of soup in here. When I lift up the plate, I see maybe about a tablespoon of liquid, tablespoon of soup in this dumpling. So let's break this up a little more. And then, here I see that we have a pork meatball. And judging from the softness of the meatball, it seems like it's packed lightly, it's not packed too tightly, it's not too hard, so it should be pretty good. The next dish I'm trying is the steamed soup dumplings. This steamed soup dumpling is the pork version. One thing that I have to mention is that the bottom of the basket is lined with a piece of paper. I lifted up 2 of the soup dumplings and both of them busted on the bottom. So it would be nice if they use a waxier paper on the bottom to do the steaming. But in any case, we're going to try this. One thing that I established earlier is that this particular skin is super thin. So you can see that it's almost translucent, which is basically how soup dumplings need to be high quality. And from the looks of it, looks really good. Also, the top is not stuffed with dough, so this is actually a pretty good thing. So let's give this a try right now. Okay, look at that. Look how paper thin that skin is. It's great. The texture is excellent. It's gummy, bouncy, and it's not overwhelming the dumpling. I could also comment on the soup. That soup is amazing. It's very sweet. I'm not talking sugary sweet. I'm talking about umami sweet. It's just strong in pork flavor, and also has that something extra that brings out the flavor of the pork. Also, the soup is nice and has the right amount of salt in it. Very good. Before, I also mentioned that there's about a tablespoon of soup in there, which is the perfect amount for a soup dumpling. You know, as I'm eating more of the soup dumpling, it reminds me of what Joe Shanghai used to be. You know Joe Shanghai, which is one of New York's most famous soup dumplings. It's one of the OGs of soup dumplings in New York City. In the old days, Joe Shanghai actually tasted a lot like this. Super thin skin, nice translucent skin, good flavor, hearty soup. It actually tastes a lot like the Joe Shanghai soup dumplings of the past. Not the current version, but the past. One other note that I should tell you about is the soup. The soup is clear, but don't let that fool you. The clear soup is still very savory and very porky. So, yeah, the soup dumpling is actually very good. In fact, as long as I've had this channel, this Minute Review channel, this is probably the best soup dumpling I've ever had.